So I'm going to make some videos looking at the differences between the wealthy and the non-wealthy in the US. This will be the first one. I'm going to use Thomas Stanley's The Millionaire Next Door as a guide. I'll put that book in the description below. If you've never read it, you should buy it and read it. It's an old book, so it's very cheap. I found it for $1.50 on eBay. If you read it and follow what it says, you're going to grow your wealth significantly. This book had a big impact on my life. I thought since I was standing here in front of this DeLorean, the first thing we could talk about was cars. Two things could be going on. It could be that wealthy people have lots of wealth, so they drive fancy cars. Alternatively, it could be that wealthy people have a lot of wealth because they don't drive fancy cars. So which one is it? On the screen, you'll see the top brands of cars driven by millionaires in the US. You'll see Toyota, Honda, and Ford account for 4 out of 10 millionaire automobiles. So millionaires aren't driving Teslas and Ferraris, they're driving Camrys and Accords and Civics and F-150s. Another question for you. Do you think millionaires buy their cars new or used? Here's another figure from the book. It seems almost 4 out of 10 millionaires buy their cars used. In the book, Mr. Stanley calculated a weird metric that I've never heard of. And what it is it's the price millionaires pay per pound of car they buy. So I calculated this for some of the common cars that millionaires drive. You'll see it on the screen here. It seems millionaires pay about $6 or $7 a pound for the cars they buy and drive. This is a very low number relative to some other brands you'll see at the bottom. So millionaires don't drive expensive cars. So the second hypothesis must be true. You couldn't identify a millionaire by the car that he drives. I mean, there are some outliers. There are some wealthy people who drive fancy cars, but the typical millionaire in the US, he has wealth partly because he doesn't spend his wealth on cars. There was a story in the book I want to share with you. There was a wealthy gentleman whose friends wanted to give him a Rolls Royce as a gift. This gentleman was a regular guy. He liked to go fishing. He thought to himself, you can't take a Rolls Royce fishing and throw a fish in the back seat. You just can't do it. He also worked at a manufacturing plant, and he thought his employees would think it was weird if he pulled up in a Rolls Royce. He also thought, if I want to go fishing, I need to keep my current vehicle. Then I'm going to have 2 vehicles, so getting this is going to be inefficient. My costs are going to go up. I need to insure 2 cars. So he told his friends, I don't want the Rolls Royce. Wealth doesn't change your lifestyle or your values. Wealth is just a scorecard. Once your wealth hits a certain point, it doesn't make you desire different products than you desired the day before. It doesn't change who you are. You're not going to do a 180 once you have a certain level of wealth and just start spending it all. Maybe if you won the lottery, but not if you grew your wealth yourself. I just want to share this story with you guys. You couldn't recognize wealthy people by the cars they drive. The typical wealthy American drives a regular car just like everyone else. They're wealthy because they live below their means. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.